This is your moment to lean back, calm down, and let the positive thoughts take over. Feel free to enjoy, relax, and dive into this story, into this peaceful world. No matter where you are, your mind can always be anywhere you place it. The air around me smelled like freedom. Do you know what freedom smells like? There's a scent of freshness in it that you only realize when breathing in and out deeply. It is mixed with a sense of clarity, but the main factor that it consists of is pure calmness. And I am not speaking of physical quietness. In fact, there might be a lot of sounds in the air. Crickets may chirp, sometimes even people chatter in the distance. But you still notice the calmness when being filled from the toes to the hairline with absolute satisfaction. Once you are delighted with such pleasure, tranquility will never abandon you. As I was surrounded by the serene air, I lay down in the grass and stared up to the endless sky. Tonight, I could see how stuffed with luminaries the universe was, and how brightly the stars twinkled. Every time there was the slightest breeze moving the branches of the tree above me, its leaves would hide one or two sparkling dots from my sight. And with each movement that stunned me, I got lost a little deeper in my own thoughts. What might this sphere be that I lay beneath? There was this incredibly extensive space surrounding Earth, and then there was time. Never had those two very distinct units seemed more intertwined to me. How long had the star's light traveled before falling onto the tree above me? How many nights had the tree seen come and go? Almost 40,000, I suppose. It appeared strong enough to carry a complete century on its robust branches, and a million universes in its memory. Out of reflex, my fingers touched the ground where it must hide the roots. And as my hand held onto the earth, I imagined feeling the tree's energy flow. My eyes fell shut. I was somewhere between dream and reality as the wind grew stronger, playing with my hair like it played with the leaves. One star disappeared behind the branches, but when it turned up again, its gleam seemed brighter, somehow more cheerful and frisky, as if it had just turned from a senior to a newborn. By now, there was barely anything that would keep its sparks from my sight. The tree was gone, had totally vanished. Or hadn't it? Carefully, I moved my fingers along the solid ground. Surprisingly, what I felt were the same roots that I had touched moments before, only smaller now and more fragile. I blinked, and the shimmer of the childish star guided my eyes to the tiny plant by my side. There it was, the tree as it had looked a century ago. What I loved about nature is its independence. It alone decides if to change, when to transform, and what to adapt to. The less pressure you put onto nature, the more affection you will receive. Earth does not accept force. It has always been as gentle as to create a delicate plant like this tree, or a million lovely universes to cover itself with. My hands brushed the trunk. Even now, despite its tender aspect, I could feel the vitality dash up to reach the little crown. And again I allowed my eyes to become heavy, to fall close, and let the picture of the beautiful stars twirl around my mind. In my imagination, the tree grew toward the night sky, embracing the dim gleam with its branches. The more time passed by, the older the one star near the horizon grew. I had watched it transform from old to young. Now it turned the other way around. Slowly, I looked up. What the world showed me in this moment matched my thoughts in every aspect. The star's shimmer had changed from homely to intrusive, only to become soft again, similar to a nightlight, one of the gentlest kind. I felt like being warmed by its sparks without getting burned. Now, do you remember what I told you about freedom? Freedom is the ability to imagine, to dream. No matter where your body is lying, every time you close your eyes, freedom will take over. Fantasy may take you to any tree beneath the sky, to any century our universe has ever experienced. Do not force your dreams. They will come to you as independently as nature wants them to. Above us, the stars keep sparkling. Count them, or count on them. They are as infinite as their gentleness.